Okay, so here we are, fourth episode now. We're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be doing a mod, rather than doing what we've done with these just kind of straight playing games. We started with Pac-Man World 2, then we went on to, Disney Extreme State Adventure. Now we're going to go on to, then we did Pokemon Pinball, and then we have Sonic Adventure 2, Archipelago. Now what Archipelago is it randomizes the game. So everything we're going to be doing is a little bit different from what it would be, and we'll explain as we go through. So the game's been set up, let's go. So as you can see, each one of these is a little bit different. This is not how the map base looks. Fuck. That's terrible. So we have this batch of things. You have to get emblems to get to the next level. The goal is to collect 7 Chaos Emeralds, but everything we get will give us something. Each power-up in each level is going to give us a check. Each Chow box gave us a check. I turned off the beetles because the beetles are a pain in the ass sometimes. And then each one is randomized what's in what's level. So this will be a fun experiment as we try to get through as many of these as we possibly can. With some weird things. So I think the most obvious choice here is City Escape. And I'm just praying that we don't have to do, what's it called? I'm just praying we don't have to do, Route 280. Especially if Route 280 is Mission 4, which is don't hit the walls. Like, we'll see as we get through if we need to do that, but, like, that's just obscene that was what it randomized to. I did set it to randomize the missions just so we get a little bit of variance. The first few times I played this, I didn't randomize that, so you used to always have to do whatever the story mission is and then collect 100 rings. So, this gives us a little bit of variation on what we have to do. Also not overly concerned with Chow shit in this game, because I didn't do anything with the Chow, so. Cool. Now I've played this game quite a bit as a kid, and I've played the Archipelago challenge quite a bit as well. Just kind of get my sea legs with it. I'm not overly concerned with performance. You have to get the emblem, completing the level, and all 3 Chow boxes and the power-up. Now we can't get the power-up in this level. What we got? Alright, that's an emblem. Cool. And then every so often you have to unlock another level, which you'll have to use the emblems to do. So we'll burn that bridge as we get to it. So I'm not overly concerned about the beetle either. Another emblem. Okay. Hope we get something useful in this run. In this level. Because I feel like getting one useful thing would be nice. Okay, and now alright. And the other thing is too, there will be times where we want to get our live count going up a little bit higher. Because there are going to be opportunities where we could get fucked on that, so. Now we're going down the hill, getting chased by this fucking truck. I mean, look, at a certain point, it's like, whatever this hedgehog did, the property damage has to be, you know, not worth it. Like, what the hell? One of my worst ring counts in this. And so we end up with around 4. Four emblems. Just get this one out of the way. This is easy. I'm gonna do this the right way, too. Unlike what I did the first time, where I just didn't. And for anyone who's curious, this is the Steam edition of the game. This is not a downloaded version. This is just straight up the Steam edition. Alright. $76. That's the worst possible thing you could do because you end up hitting that. I'm gonna be done with this, so let's just... It takes a few extra tries. Because the fucking speed throws me off. There we go. Okay. Alright. Another emblem. Alright, so one more emblem and we can unlock the next level. That's cool. So that's quite 100 rings, and then the base mission. Find lost cow. Well, this one I can get a check pretty quickly here. I know that for certain. Because the first of the checks, you get 2. Because that's a check. Alright, so we can do the boss. And this is the second one. So now we got 7. Alright. Alright. Oh, fuck me. This is the more annoying of the two. Ah. The camera. My old worst enemy. Alright, that's 2. And there we go. Alright, so that goes to another batch of levels now. First off, let's just... I got something there. Okay, the worst power-up we can get. Alright, there's a bunch of checks here. Let's just get these out of the way. Because these are all easy. Alright. Flame ring for shadow, that's cool. Now. Two. Another emblem. Three. Alright, so then it's just this. Alright. There's another one we can get the early stuff pretty easily. There's one chow box, and there is a power up that we can get right out of the gate here. We can't just jump down. We don't have the die, motherfucker. There's a button. Cool. Alright. Now basically what we're going to end up with is we're going to end up, it's not here, it's the next area after this. We're going to start running into points where we just can't advance anymore, and that's because things like this. Alright, and that is one of the trash ones. That's the thing, and a certain percentage of these are just garbage, where it doesn't actually give you anything. Okay, another emblem. And a sky rail. Can I get through the boundary paralysis? I can, but I can't. It doesn't matter. But I can get the other shit. Alright. Got his flame ring, so that's helpful, but not really in this level. Or any level, it's an optional power up. Now, this level has a few bizarre things. Okay, so we have this. Now you go this way. This is another optional one. This is the Ancient Light. Fuck me. I don't know who thought that was a good idea. Alright. Now. We gotta jump down here. It's easier said than done, as evidenced by what just happened. Okay, that worked out. Another emblem. This is fun. At least we earn back the life we lost. Alright, I think right after this we can get the last thing. And then we can leave until we can actually go through the level properly. Yes. It's over here. We go up, 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 up. And then there we go. Alright. Skipping that. We did weapon bed, we did Eternal Engine. Alright, let's see what we got over here. Wild Canyon. Alright, we'll just wipe this out real quick. Because again, the issue is we can't do any of these until we get Mystic Melody, so we have to basically find all the Mystic Melodies before we can do anything. Alright, that should lead us to another boss fight, I think. And here's number 2. Is it 16 or is it 24? Well, we'll see. And there we go. Okay. Now, Pyramid Cave 1 and 2 is actually pretty easy. We can actually get through both of those without the power-up. Radical Highway, we can get through without the power-up, so that's actually another easy one we can get a few on. That we can probably do without the power up. That we can't. And specifically the flame ring. Middle harbor. We're gonna hit a wall, but we can do a little bit there. Hidden base. Final rush. Okay. Let's do what we can here, which is 2 of the 4 checks. Oh wait, right, can't up bounce yet. One of the Mystic Melodies is guaranteed to be stuck behind that fucking nonsense. There's a statistical, like, okay, so you have like 6 of them. Odds are one of them is gonna be stuck behind that mission. Okay, so we did everything we could here. Alright, let's just bang out. Is that the one? Alright, let's do this. As long as we can do this before we get to the mission. But really with this, all you gotta do is you gotta do it before you get to the part where you are locked out. No, I know you can go down this and then go back up. It's not worth the effort. I don't think you save too much time doing that. Right. Well, there's one. Alright, 3 more. Alright, mission accomplished. Another emblem. Can't do that yet. Alright. We should be able to get a few. And this is, if I'm being honest, this is one of the reasons that we're not doing the beetles. And that's not an exaggeration. I don't want to deal with the beetle in this level, which is a pain in the ass to get. One of several. Alright. There we go. I'm not gonna get flashy and try to go for any of the tricky ones. We're just gonna go through and get. We probably should have gone this way. Whatever. There's a few more rings. Oop. And another check. 24. Alright, now we're gonna go this way. There's a few more rings down here. Plus, also, there are Cool. Now he's not sit here and wait for me to die. Because, there we go. So you're sending a text. Alright. Now we're not going to do that again where we zoop off the platform. That would be stupid to do twice. Arguably it was stupid to do once. Alright. Well, we made the life back, so that's nice. Now again, we could jump back and forth here to try and get more rings, but I don't think it's necessarily worth it. We'll see when we get to the end. If I'm short. That's going to be the big question now, isn't it? Like, how short do we end off? Now, this time I will skip. Nope. Never mind. Okay. There's no rings together. It'll get you back up there. Alright, this is stupid. Fantastic. Alright, so we're not going to be able to do it here. Yeah, we fucked up too many times. Too many stupid mistakes. Alright, we're just gonna leave now. We're definitely not doing it. Alright, try to fight Knuckles. Oh, this is better. I do like this more. This is a slightly easier fight. I say as I go directly into the line of fire and take a bullet to the face. Nice, okay. Got his ass. Alright. Let's see. Sure, why not? Okay, now it's back up, and that's it. Alright. Fuck them up. Alright. Okay, this is an easy one. It's not the easiest option that could have come up, but it is one of the two. Because the easier option would have been collect 100 rings. But luckily, this is a close second. We're just gonna plow on through this. I looked down and I was like, oh fuck, please tell me I'm recording. These racing levels just something. And I feel like there's gonna be something tied to the rogue level that I didn't get. One time I clipped through these walls, which will probably come as a surprise to no one who's familiar with this game, because it's buggy as fuck. Let's see. Yeah, if I had a little bit more care and attention, we could have already been at 100 rings. fine, motherfucker. This is just to get us a little bit more lives, and that's the other reason why I wasn't overly optimistic about trying the other one. The idea of having to waste lives on the racing level is not something that I'm overly thrilled about in this challenge. Like, if we get to the point that we have to, we will. But I'm not. It's not something that I'm gonna do unless I have to, because I don't want to hit anything. And especially considering it's the Rouge one, not the Tails one. The Tails one's the easier of the two. So the fact that we have to do it without hitting the walls on that one, that's when I'm like, ah, fuck it, alright, well, let's skip it. So, I still haven't gotten any of the Chaos Emeralds yet. A little weird. Little weed. Says the grown man in his 30s playing Sonic. Okay, well, that's a wall. Alright, how are we doing? We caught the president. Okay. This level sucks. Try looking. Let's do this. This is the easy one. See, the thing I like to do is get rid of the easy ones early and is move on to the harder ones. Like, if we can clear out all of the checks in an early level, that's better. That way we don't have to keep going back. We can basically just cross it off the list. Sonic's light shoes. Okay, there we go. Now we can go back and finish that level. I suppose there are always the hints, but the hints are for bitches, and I'm not doing that. Alright, whatever. On the pillar. Oh. Well, I feel fucking stupid now. Alright. Let's see if it's over here. No, awesome, alright. It'd be cool see, I think that the massive downgrade in this is that in Sonic Adventure, the thing would tell you, no matter, you know, if it was 1, 2, or 3, it would tell you, oh, hey, by the way, this is... That's a jar. Oh. I think he's up top. It would tell you, like, oh, by the way, you're close to a thing here, so you wouldn't have to go through the entire level each time to try and find this shit. Alright, you. And what do we got here? Red flower in the water. Okay. Hopefully I'm right. Because the alternative is death, so... Oh look, I'm not right. Cool. Alright. So it's gonna be one of the... one of the 2 water areas in this level because it's basically a stuccoed level with in an oasis. Alright, we should be getting close to start digging. There we go. It's down here somewhere. What the fuck? Oh, there you are. That's a terrible spot. And it would be incredibly annoying if you had to go through each time. Like, if it was like the first 1 second.
Not too bad, I guess.
Alright. Now let's do the second just so we can get the 100 rings. Now this level is actually pretty easy, all things considered. Because you can usually do it all right in this front area. There is also the replay method where you get hit immediately so that way you lose a ring. We'll use that later on because I'm lazy. And that's the most efficient way I found to do security call 100 rings if that's the mission we have to do. Another 20. Go up here. Another 10. Another 10. Now we'll slowly get these. There we go. Alright. Iron boots, alright, so that means we can actually do mad space. Okay. So. We did get this. Still didn't put that button on. Alright. Love it. Why make a game that works right when you can make a game that works half right and people will buy anyway? It's perfect. Fuck me. And then there's just no rings. Like, this level's gonna be one of the weirdest design levels in this game. Cause it's like, you mean to tell me there's like no rings? Oh fuck, I missed the shout box. Oh well, we gotta come back anyway. So that aside, I'm doing a lot of explaining this time, how to explain my thought process, but let's grab this. Eggman's Mystic Melody. Okay, so if we get any Eggman Find the Lost Child, we can do that now. And another emblem. Okay, well, we do have to go back. We didn't have to do what we did, what I did. Fantastic. Love it when that happens. Okay, and we are... All we're doing is getting that last shadow box and beating the level. The way the Lord intended. Alright. See, you go like this where it's easy to find that thing, but then there's other levels where it's just like, where the fuck did they put it? Why did they put it there? The beetle, I mean. So, yeah, I think I made the right decision by pulling the beetle. Because that's the thing, I just can't wrap my head around why you would need to get 100 rings, go through almost the entire level. Like, that's just ridiculous to me. And after all this, we still don't have a single fucking Chaos Emerald. We're doing pretty good, and we don't have a single Chaos Emerald yet. It's actually unreal. Alright, we're just gonna go through this. We're not gonna go up for the second level. Alright. Impressive. Another emblem. Okay. Let's do this. We can get this out of the way pretty quickly. This is another relatively easy one. Now we are going to have to backtrack later on to get some of the items, but for the most part we can just get through these pretty easily. A32. Go up here. Here. We actually may not even get to the second box. Nope, we're not. Alright. And that is another emblem. Oh wait, hang on. I should have checked to see. Oh, it is first. Okay. I think this is the first shadow level. Yes, this is the first shadow level. So now I gotta go through the level, just normally. I'm gonna treat this more or less like I'm trying to race through it. I don't want to fucking waste my time. The one that I have better things to do moments. I guess you got more rings on my half-assed attempt throw than I did on my actual attempt to get 100 rings, so what does that tell you? And then box number 2. Another emblem. We are going to have to come back because we do need his light shoes to get his power up, which we do not have. Down this hill. I'm trying to remember where the last chow box is. I think it's right after this. Okay, that sucks. I still think I don't know if I have to go up here, but I'd rather just do it and be wrong than have to go through the entire level again. It's one thing to have to go in and get just the power up. It's another thing entirely to go through the entire fucking level. No, it's not up here. Alright, we gotta go down there. That's where it is. Alright. Another emblem. And we move on. Oh, we missed the checkpoint. Oh well. There we go. One more just to get nicer. Alright, then just this and we're home free. See, the worst thing would be if like one of the jetpacks or the like, there's a good amount of stuff that can get stuck behind that level that I don't want to do. Like aside from one of the 7 Chaos Emeralds, there's also infinite power-ups or anything like that. The only thing I'd really be okay with is if it's an emblem or a random item. Alright, what have we got for this? An emblem. And of course, the fact that we've already had the light gloves, or whatever it is, not behind that is also disconcerting. What else we could do? And we could do 3 too, but we do have Mystic Melody Fragment. But we will have to come back because we don't have any of his power-ups yet. Right? Right? No. If I remember correctly, it's not even that one when you first walk in. Actually, I don't even know if you actually need Mystic Melody for this one. I think you can just go and do it through, what the fuck's it called? I think you can just get it the other way. Like, I think Mystic Melody is completely, like, divorced from getting this, which is weird considering this is the level you get Mystic Melody in. Okay. Alright, now we gotta go this way. Alright, 1. Alright. Arguably, we'd probably be better off dying, but whatever. It is what it is. See if we can get back to full health from here. We're still in, you know, you get hit, you fucking, oh well. Well, we can get back to full health from here. Good to know. there's two. Yeah, once they find the lost showers, like right over there. Yeah, they gotta hover out there to get it. Either way, we don't have the thing for it. Which kind of just sucks. It's like the one Mystic Melody we do have is the one mission we don't need it for. We go this way. The fun thing about this, making this jump over to here, get the last one of those, and oh look, another emblem. I don't know, what's gonna end up happening is, it's not necessarily the worst thing. We're gonna be in a situation where we have the entire map open. And then once the entire map is open, there's nothing really holding us back besides just whatever missions we have to do. Oh fuck. I will give you the noise is annoying. I'll give you a lot about these. Like, these levels are my least favorite in the game, and unfortunately Eggman has the most for Dark Side, so. And go this way, and go back the other way, and this is just miserable. Okay. Huzzah, we are at the end of the level. There we go. And what do we get for this? Another emblem. Do mad space. Well, not really. We might need to dig. This one we can do. If I remember correctly, the Lost Chow. Simply where you go to get the, what's it called? I think if I remember, the Lost Shadow is not behind Mystic Melody here. I think it's just where you go to get the Aqua Necklace. Which is imperative for cannon score, and they don't tell you that. Alright. Cool. And the last thing we gotta check. Down here. Alright, so that's all those. The Chow is not down here, then the Chow is not down here. Oh wait, no, I think it... I seem to recall it is behind the other thing. Oh, fuck. I don't know why I made the attempt I did. Sonic's Mystic Melody. Okay, that's good. All right, it's not in here. We need his Mystic Melody. Okay. Crazy Gadget. The Mystic Melody for that is toward the end, so we need everything for that. We can give that another shot. We can do that. Headquarters. The final chase. We've crossed over into midnight now. Happy Thursday. I seem to recall this is one where I can't remember where the second thing is. The second chow box is. I know where the first is, I know where the third is. But I do not remember where the... I know where the... what's it called is, so... Because here's one. And an extra life. Cool that I got stuck to the outside of this thing. Cool. Love that. Okay. That was awesome. I still can't? Okay, I still can't. I'm gonna have to do it again. Right, it doesn't take away an emblem. Yeah, I don't remember where this is, so we're going to be exploring quite a bit. Now, I think up there was the way to the Golden Beetle. Not what we're looking for. Aha. What a stupid fucking place for it to be hidden. Okay. Cool. Extra life. Now, we can actually complete every part of this level. So we go up here. I can't believe I never noticed that. I've done this like 4 or 5 times and I never was able to find it there. Maybe I was an asshole. Probably that. Alright. Alright. Where's the habit? It is awesome that we managed to just jump right off that thing on the edge. It's fine. Oop, well, fuck me, I guess. Okay. Well, we still have to go through that thing to get the Mystic Melody again. These things do just suck as a gameplay mechanic, I just want to point out. Because it's like, you do have to sit here and just kind of like, just hope you stick to them a good amount of the time, because sometimes you just won't. And it's kind of the key part of this level. It's the key mechanic that makes this level different from literally every other, is the ability to stick to the side of this thing. That was a 1 in a million shot. In the words of Frank Costanza. 1 in a million shot. Alright, fuck that. Just go down here. Now I do know where the last one is, so we don't have to worry about anything until we get to that point, which I think is actually right here. Alright. Why do it the way they wanted you to do it when you can go the other way? And just do this. Now is it up here? No, it's down. It's past this. Okay, so you have to go down here. Don't fall off there. Come back this way. There we go. There it is. Alright. So now that's everything in this level. Let's just complete it and get the fuck out of here. For the reason the level wants me to go this way, so we will go this way. And there we go. So how's everyone else's day going? We're gonna start to get my frustrated hours soon, so that's gonna be fun for everyone. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Alright. Now we're not gonna do the stupid thing, we're going to be careful. There we go. There we go. There we go. Alright. Good job, team. Hello. Goodbye. Alright. Well, I think if I remember correctly, it's the final gauntlet of this level. So strap yourself in. This is not what I wanted to do. I don't think anyone has ever wanted to do this. And there we go. Well, look at that. Now it's a matter of getting up here. Nope. Cool. Okay. Well, let's get that extra life before. Cool, that was awesome. Other than didn't make an attempt to cling me to it, so we're gonna end up down a few lives after this level. Okay, there we go. And up. Alright. This is where we fucked up before, so let's not do that again. That's definitely nothing, so we're not gonna do anything there. We're just gonna go down this thing. And there we go. Alright. Another emblem.
Stage 7.
3. Do I have Mystic Melody? No, I don't. Okay. Alright, well, we'll get one check here. Because I won't be able to build momentum, I don't think. To be able to get 2. Nope, okay. You do need, what's it called? You do need a booster, which we do not get here, so moving on, okay. Pyramid Cave. Alright. This is another one that I can never remember what the second one is. I seem to recall you need Mystic Melody for it, but that could be wrong. Do I have songs? I think I have songs Mystic Melody. Alright, well, we'll figure it out. And one is right over here. Yeah. One is right here. Now you're probably going to think there are points in this where you do need the butt bounce. Well, you will be wrong, because we will get through this without it, unless I make a fool of myself right here. Okay. Or maybe it is just the third, I don't know where it is. This is clearly the second. And that's only 10 ranks. Arguably would rather just have gotten nothing out of that. Now there you can't get down without the butt bounce. But everything else in this level you can do without it. And in this case, that includes going the correct way. Okay. And the fun thing is, in this section, this ghost is gonna do that to try and get you killed. Okay. Hello, we have our key. You know, Sonic can't really jump, so if Eggman really wanted to stop him, all I had to do is put him in a situation where he couldn't jump while holding something. Alright. Stupid fucking level. You know what? We'll come back for it. getting up to the part where you do need, where they think you need butt bounce, but this was the mission that I was just like, fuck it. You go over here and do that. I'll get you up there. And then for this part, all you gotta do is go around the side. You still get your extra life. It might be up there, I'm being completely honest. That seems like a good spot to have hidden it, but we would need the butt bounce for that. Cool. Five rings. Nice. Yeah, this is an easy one. Especially with the 5 ring bonus from last time. See, that's the thing, is that if you get one of these junk rewards at the end of a level, they carry over to the next level you start. So something like the 5 rings will immediately carry over to the next level you do. So now we get 5 extra rings. So level out. Quarter of the way there. 37% of the way there. Okay, I'd rather just grab this and this. 65. 2/3, just about. Alright, now we're about 3/4 of the way done. There we go. And what do we get from this? First and 7 Chaos Emeralds. Nice. White Jungle 3. We don't have a Mystic Bounty yet, but we can get... No, we can't. We could get... You know, let's see what else we can get in this level. We can get the power up definitively. I don't know what the second box is. The second box is after the power up. Alright, well, let's see. Okay. Perfect. Oh, and we can do this. But not actually use it, we don't have the light dash, so fun. Alright, so we're our 7th of the way to getting the mission here. Well, I'm not overly... Like, the extra life will be nice, but that's not why I'm here. I'm gonna do the acolytes. Nope. Alright, we got a shield. Alright, so now we have no choice but to go down here. And that's more emblems. Now there is a skip we could do, but we're not going to. Okay. We're missing one. No, missing the third thing. Crazy gadget. Final rush. Hidden base. I think we need to check for that. Yeah, we can't even capacity open without the jets. Mission Street. John Lagoon. Cosmic Wall. Final Case 3, we don't have Mystic Melody yet. Sand Ocean, we don't have Jets. Aquatic Mine, we don't have Mystic Melody. Mad Space. So, didn't we not do something up here? Alright, let's do headquarters. Collect 100 rings in the most annoying fucking level. Collect 100 rings in. So, this is where you get the dig. No, do you get the dig in this one from her? I think so, actually. Well, there's big. I just got an email about the opening of Epic Universe, and it's one of those things where it's like I've been seeing the ads for this for weeks now, months, probably a little over a year. The new park that Universal is opening down in Orlando, and it's one of those things where it's like I've been seeing these ads for so long. Why am I not seeing like footage from inside the park yet? Like, it's just a weird thing that's like, no, you don't need to see inside the park. Who the fuck are you? Why do you want to see inside the park? Like, okay, sorry, but they haven't shown inside the park. Here's one of the channel boxes. Alright, it's another emblem. So anticlimactic from how long I have been sitting here waiting. Okay. I do believe this is where, yeah, that's the room. And this was somewhere in this room. There were some. I could have swore at least one of these had like an actual coin thing in it. Oh, there's a shout box. So we get another emblem, which is helpful. No life, alright. Anything down here? The button that, yeah, the button that activates this thing. Alright, well that was a good use of time. Alright, 84. 96. Okay, no, I gotta go back this way, I think. Alright, 102. Yeah, well, whatever. It is what it is. Oh, okay. We actually have a pretty good set of bosses here. Nothing really too ridiculously over the top. I think the hardest is probably Sonic. Alright. This will unlock the last batch of levels, and then hopefully we can get through more without... Fuck. Come on. Oh, fuck. We have to do that, right? There we go. Alright, so that is another boss taken down. So last batch, Prison Lane, Meteor Herd, Green Forest, Iron Gate, Security Hall, and Death Chamber. Alright, so let's do this one. Oh, we can't even get one of the fucking things. Alright, well, that's annoying. We don't have Dig. This is a mistake. Two containers racing today, okay. Fuck me. Alright, well that's one down. That's good. Maybe we'll get lucky and we don't need to dig into anything. I'm not gonna hold my breath, but it's always a possibility. Hiding up there. What does that mean? Alright, well that's a Mission Impossible shit right there. C block. I guess it's a stupid person version of it. The third one's always like, oh, okay, well, maybe not. Near the ceiling, in C block. Oh, there it is. See, I mean, I love the security system here. Like, we have all these vaults, but instead, we're going to put the Chaos Emeralds laying around, because no one will think to look there. The next one's empty, which means we need to dig into this. Alright, Eggman, shut the fuck up. Check for a red laser. Blue sea. That's what it is. Well, okay, that was fun. Let's do Green Forest. Green Forest is the easy one. Now, this is one of the dumbest showbox locations in this game. Why? And all that for invincibility. Alright, well, this is fun. And all we're doing here is just trying to get 100 rings and see how many checks we can pull before we get to the end of the level. Don't have to worry about the beetle. Alright, 66, great. And there's another thing, we get an extra life out of it too, so that's great. Well, I mean, the good news is, or the thing that I will acknowledge to be news of some kind, potentially positive, is that the more levels we do without getting stuff, the more likely it is that we'll get what we need at a later point. So, the more junk we get here, the more likely it is that we get to the point later on where we will get what we need. There we go. And all of that for another extra life. Good. Alright. So all we need is a third chow box. See, I'm trying to think, what's the worst case scenario behind that one mission very early on? And it's like, I think the worst case scenario is that it's a Chaos Emerald, because that would mean everything else is then findable in the levels. So if it's a Chaos Emerald, that's the worst case scenario. So hopefully it's not that. I'd almost rather it be, you know, like the jump jets or something like that, so we don't have to worry about getting through everything else. Of course, this could just be me trying to cope with the fact that I may not be able to finish this run without doing that fucking level, which may end up ending the run, if I'm being completely honest. So, let's pray it's not that. Ooh. The kart race, the run killer. Oh god, alright. Another emblem. Alright. At least we'll not have to come back here again. And I think the thing is, too, you could probably make the case that I should have kept the beetles on, because it gives more opportunities for bullshit to go elsewhere. Which is kind of where we're stuck here. Okay. So now we gotta go down here. Wait for this to drop. And there we go. Alright, let's see what we get for this.
Just me.
20 rings. Alright, well that's a sign from God if I ever heard one. Collect 100 rings, and we're gonna give you the first, we're gonna give you the first 20 right here. I can't think of anything, a better sign of divine intervention. Fuck it. Alright. Great. And annoyingly, we still don't have the power-ups we need. But that's the thing that kills me about this whole situation. So it's just beyond that door is where we need to go next. Like, not next specifically, but like it's the next place where there's a power behind that door. Alright. 2 extra lives, that's not bad, so what's a B rank? With a 20 ring head start, that's not great. Shovel claw for Knuckles. Okay, we are making progress. So as we get through this level, this will... It's actually US Mystic Melody for Knuckles. We get to go back and get that. Well, not really Mystic Melody. We can get the Mystic Melody check. We're just gonna blast our way through this, because there's 2 chow boxes we need to get. The one at the very end, which requires you to do a trick shot, and there's one that requires you to do a weird jump. But that'll give us 2 more check opportunities, plus the one for beating the level, so that'll be a nice little padding. These elevators are so fucking slow. Ordinarily when I do these, I hope these levels come in late, because you can just hover down here when you have the hover. How are we doing? Alright. Now, one time it actually fell through the platform, which sucked. Because then I had to go through the entire level again to get it. These elevators suck so bad. Got him. here, back up to the top, hit this shit. Now the only thing you gotta do is not just do that, take this side off here, boom, and there we go. 10 rings. What's better than that? Eggman's jet engine, alright. That's better than that, so that gives us a bunch more things we can do too. Alright. Me or her, we can now dig, that's helpful. Prison lane, we can do pretty easily. That's done. Death chamber, because we have dig, we can do that easy. Aquatic mine with dig. Now we need mystic melody. In the meantime, let's go back to... Let's do weapons bed first. Oh fuck, that's not what I need here. Okay. This is mission 3. Oh, okay. So we gotta find the mystic melody. I have a feeling it's not back there. I have a feeling the mystic melody is somewhere relatively easy to get. Like it's on the path somewhere. Now the emblem was trying to unlock Cannon's course, so. I don't remember. I don't remember where the mystic melody is in this level. Okay, now we're going back up. Am I still going up, or did I reach the top? Oh, that is the top, okay. The descending things through me. Alright. I said it before, I'll say it again. I feel like Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 should flip placement in the timeline. Like, there are certain things in Sonic Adventure 2 that don't really match up. Like, the stakes don't feel as big. Like, it's weird. Let's go over here. There we go. We have to loop back to the beginning. Unless... No, okay. We have to loop back to the beginning. Where is this meant to be? Nothing I can think of. And there are really two places it could be. One is in this room coming up. Button over here. Oh, I have that button back there, so I don't think that's it. So it's not that. Then what is it? Okay, so I feel like it's going to be around here when we get into the next area. That outdoor area looks kind of suspicious. Okay. Something up there. Alright, well, we found it. Okay, well, we found where we need to go, so that's good. It was a completely useless endeavor. Yeah, see? Let's go over here, and then do this, and there we go. Alright. Oh, there's that little fuck. Fuck me, fuck you, fuck this stupid fucking game. Okay. Okay. Third time's the charm. Alright, now I know I need to go. So there's nothing holding me back. Cool. Alright. go, and the Chow has been saved. Only took me 10 minutes. And all of that for Eggman's Laser Blaster, okay. Collect 100 rings. The Laser Blaster is not what I thought it was. I thought it was the bazooka, but whatever. That's right. Alright, well, we're at 61, that's not terrible. See, the issue is we either have to do these all in one sitting or parcel it out kind of in a weird way. We can't really parcel it out because you need to have the room open, so the room only stays open while we're doing it. Okay, well, that was not terrible. Alright, we need 3 more. There we go. Yeah, he tried to shoot me, went right through me because that was a cutscene, so... Protective armor for Eggman, okay. Well, now we can do dig, so let's just get the emblem here. Double containers means absolutely nothing to me. I think it's over here. Hey, I was right. At the top of the mountain. Sleep with the dead, alright. Well, that's an easy one. What's one of these graves? Yeah, great, I'm on top of the mountain. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, and train. Okay. Or not. Pumpkin Mountain again. Alright. Oh right, there is that train that circles it. I forgot about that. Oh, there you are. Wrong side of the train. Alright, so that is Pumpkin Mountain completed. First one, which gives us another emblem. Okay. Third mission can't do yet, don't have Mystic Melody. Okay. Don't have Mystic Melody yet. Don't have a Pick Claw. Nope. No. No. Okay, we can at least get the... Alright. At least get the Mystic Melody check. Hopefully that is something. Would help us on the right side of the level. Go in here. Then go over here. Nope, okay. Maybe it's the middle one. There we go. Oh, cool. Hello, buddy. Alright, so after all of that, we could have gotten it the whole time. Which is... Tails' booster. Nice. Nice. Wow. We have to come back and get the Mystic Melody. I think you can get locked if you don't get the Mystic Melody. You can get me there 2 in these swirling containers. Or not, I guess. Wooden container. Wooden container surrounded by swirling panels. Oh. That's not even the right thing. Oh. Fucking stupid. Alright, another emblem. And then let's just jump back in and grab the Mystic Melody and leave. way. Can't get the booster now. Now, if I remember, there are only 2 chow boxes in this level. Alright, so only 2 chow boxes. I think I know both of them off the top of my head. There's another one we can soft lock behind the Mystic Melody. We can't get to the Mystic Melody yet anyway, so it's fine. This is a level we're going to have to reserve part 2 for when I get a bonus. Because I am not... This one's one of the worst ones. The Tails levels are probably the worst for getting 100 rings. Alright. Right here. Boom. Boom goes the dynamite. Shadow's instant light. Again, not useful. Shadow has 2 abilities that are just completely not useful in this game. Just fantastic design on that part. Go up here. Okay. And 3. And now we are. What have we got now? Emblems. Alright. Okay, well, we are going to have to call it a night because I'm very tired and I do have work tomorrow morning. So I think this is a good endeavor, but we will have to go a little bit deeper another time. So until our next episode, have a great rest of your week.